What is your moral compass when it comes to creating?
Don't you know that you're a fact? 'Cause I'm a fact, and we're a fact, and that's a fact.
What is your moral compass when it comes to creating?
How I navigate this journey as a creative artist is always informed by authenticity and truth, and that regardless of any situation I find myself in, regardless of what may be happening in the world, in the room, in the industry, just always to respond with love, empathy, and compassion. I think those are the three principles I choose to govern my life, and by default those then extend into who I want to be as an artist. And so yeah, just remembering who I am, why I'm doing what I'm doing, and also just to keep my eyes on the people that I love, those who love me, because when I look to them, I'm always reminded of all the whys. I always feel my most authentic self, which is what I aim to express through my art. And I think all of those things kind of come together and form my artistic North Star, if I can put it that way.
That's so lovely. Aww. Let's go to Emma. What is the moral compass that guides you through your creating?
It's such a good question, because I think that is the one thing that grounds us, and the moment you can identify that, I think you kind of just can go with it from there. And I know for a fact that I almost have this rule that if I don't cry at some point during the creative process, if I don't shed a little tear, then I have not done what I've needed to do on this planet. And I think it's just a moment of going, it's not about, having your own idea of like, wow, it's amazing or anything like that, but it's about going, we are trying to get an emotional reaction out of people and bring out an emotional journey. So if you cannot do that for yourself, how can you guarantee that for someone else? And that is kind of the one thing that I live by, is that if I can feel emotional, but also make people feel safe if they are ever entering my world, then I know I've achieved what I wanted to achieve per project base. And yes, that is what it is, short and sweet.
That's so beautiful. Makes me want to tear up. Don't stop crying.
Yeah, don't.
I'm gonna cry because I cry when I see people crying.
Oh,
it's just great, guys. Love.
Oh, I'm literally holding it in. But yeah, Tessa, let us know what your moral compass is when you are creating.
Okay, firstly, I had to take notes because I was like, there is so much to unpack. You guys have, everything you've said is just so beautiful. I would say that my three most important values in life are compassion, gentle strength, and integrity. And I guess I'm just guided by this love for the earth and just wanting to make a difference in some small way. I don't want to leave this planet without making some small difference to make it a better place than I found it, so to speak, or to leave it a better place than I found it. I want to, it sounds very silly or simple, but I just want everyone to be okay. I want to tell stories that haven't been heard before, but that have so much like richness and depth to them. I just want to save animals. I just want to save animals and the planet and the environment and nature, and in doing so, I just want people to feel a sense of dignity and self-respect and self-love and love and compassion for everyone else and everything else. And I know it's very idealistic, but that is kind of what I strive towards, is just having an impact in some way. And it's exactly what Emma was saying, actually, is we are here to help people feel an emotional an emotional response and to go on an emotional journey. And I really, really feel that at our core and at our essence, our human nature is, we are storytellers and we are highly emotional social beings, and that's how we navigate the world. So I think that as filmmakers, as composers, as artists in general, I feel like our role is to guide the human experience into, and what I would hope is a more just a better society, one that's more equal, one that where women and people from the LGBT community and all races feel empowered and just strong, and like they have a voice and equal weighting in society.
Love it. Guys, how do I follow?
You will, because you're incredible.
Yes.
You guys are all incredible. But if I had to answer this question, I would definitely say that my moral compass in creating has a lot to do with enabling everyone else expression. And this is because I know that early in my life, or when I was younger, I had a deep sense of, okay, I'm not really pouring out what I want to say, because I feel like there are these boundaries that I have to work within, and I need to be this, I need to be that. And I felt very impacted by, maybe negatively impacted by these boundaries. And the truth is that I'm still navigating that expression, which is the ironic thing. But if anything, if I'm going to be enabling people expression, I'm also going to be enabling them to navigate it as well. As I evolve as a film composer, as I evolve as a musician, as a music maker, as a music and a creative practitioner, I'm going to display my journey to you in whatever I do, with the hopes that you can express yourself the way that I felt the freedom to express myself. That's it, short and sweet.
I want to just quickly jump in just to what you said. I must say, it is very far and few between when you find someone that, I think because it's such a personal journey when you're creating, but you also have to constantly work with other people. It's amazing that you kind of pinpoint people, and you do always have this way of making, and this is from someone that has kind of known you throughout the years, but I've never really gotten to know you throughout the years. It's like one of those, you've always been there and I've always liked you. We've seen each other.
You've always been there.
You know what I mean? Like, but one thing that I've noticed, and where I just went from a fresh eye going, wow, is that you always acknowledge someone in their fullest form. You know, you will say, what I like about you is, and what I think about you is, and this, and it's so positive and beautiful, and it makes a person feel safe to express themselves. And that's why I'm just like, it's so perfect that you created this platform, like how we spoke about before we started this, recording, is, everyone was saying, like, it's just, Mikhaila specifically, you also like, thank you for starting this thing, and it's just so cool. So it comes through in your personality, and I just want to say that every single thing that every lady here has stated is that it's so true to your personality what you are stating. And there's that weird saying that the way you do one thing is the way you do everything. And I think quite a wise person told me that. I didn't know who it was. I can't remember, but it is a thing. And I think, through your art, the way you do one thing is the way you do everything. Ultimately, it's shown. So everything that you've said, it just exudes. You exude it in everything. So I just want to tell you. And I don't know the other ladies yet, but I can just tell based on what you say and your moral compass, it's beautiful. And I know that is what you apply in everyday life to everything. So, yes.
Thanks, Emma.
I totally agree.
Oh, guys. Thanks so much. This is supposed to be about you guys, actually. But thanks. That's really sweet.